Hello, the astrology family. This is Saturn. Got a new video about Cancer new moon happening today, July the 5th, 2024 at, let's see, Central Time will be 17:57, which is 5:57 in the afternoon, and you can calculate the time from there for your area of the world. Eastern time would be 6:57 p.m. West Pacific time would be 3:57 p.m. Okay, I am going to give you the three most important things about this Cancer moon, which is challenging, but I'm going to show you why and how. So I'm going to show you as I said, the most important factors of the moon. So one of them is the position related to the nodes. The other one is the degree, the 14 degree. The other one is an opposition that the new moon makes. And the other one is about the declination of the moon and some other planets that are also in an important declination. So in reality, that will be 4 items, and the most important ones. So we are still having Saturn in Neptune in Pisces. You see this, and you probably are in a period of time where the confusion of your physical and material life is greater. Now, not only are you confused, but you are aware that you are confused because Neptune got retrograde, and now you become aware of what is going on with your confusion. It's not that you will be clearer or any clearer, but at least you know, well, I don't have it very clear. And the ideas that I had were illusory, and they were probably ideas that resulted from misguidance or misinformation. Now, Saturn is also retrograde, so the structures of your life are being reviewed. It's a very strong Saturn retrograde because it's going to be the 19 degree for a long, long time, as well as Neptune stationary retrograde at 29 degrees, 55 or 56 minutes, depending on the part of the world you are. In any case, that is the last degree of Pisces. There is an urgency to finish an important cycle in humanity because Saturn and Neptune will join at 0 Aries, starting a whole new zodiacal cycle, which is the master of dissolution and evaporation, right? Neptune, and the master of materialization, which is Saturn. So we have 2 opposites. We are in face of the dissolution of the world as we know it and the creation of a new world that we don't really know, like a baby, Aries, you know. So this is a very critical time, and humanity-wise is probably also affecting your personal life, depending on where 29 degrees of Pisces is and where 0 of Aries is for your personal chart. So I am always available to read for you. You can contact me at this email address. I like this art from David Zinn because it combines very well the wall, you know, the structures of Saturn, and the illusion that he makes about the sky represented Neptune, and those fantasies that we can see. So it's a perfect combination of Saturn and Neptune. I absolutely love this picture representing that conjunction in Pisces, the illusion, right? Okay, so you are always welcome to order your reading with me by contacting me by email. I offer personal readings, an interview, one-on-one, a dialogue. So it's an interpretation, the astrological interpretation is very real and related to your real life. So you can also be in touch with me here on my social media. I write a blog, satsangatastrology.blogspot.com, where you can find one of the pages. I explain all the readings that you can request, and also the prices. So you know that I have a page on Facebook called Satsangat Astrology. And as you know, this picture represents the as above, so below principle for astrology. So today we're going to talk about this full moon, and as you can see is 14 degrees 23 minutes of Cancer. Cancer is a cardinal sign, which is one of the pillars of the tropical astrology based on the seasons, right? Tropical astrology is based on the seasons. It's not based on the constellations. So there's nothing to do with sidereal astrology because it's based on the pillars of the seasons, which are the cardinal signs, Aries, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn. Okay, so we have here an important degree as well, the middle of Cancer. 14, 15 degree of Cancer is the middle of Cancer, which is a very strong degree. It's also the degree of the sign of Taurus. So it is a very stable degree, very physical as well. We are focusing on the reality of this Cancer sign, the reality, the stability of this Cancer that wants family ties, that wants protection, shelter, that wants inclusion, that was it's looking for the family, right? And everything that family represents, the home, the family members, the mother, the nurturance, everything related to how we feel in family. And anywhere in your chart where this Cancer sign is, it calls for these traits of protection, nurturance, and comfort, the comfort of your home, the intimacy, the enclosure of the home and family. So it's also in the decan of Scorpio, and this is a very deep and transformational point, the middle of the decan of Scorpio. So it will be very intense, very emotional. And we also need to consider that the moon is out of limits. The moon will be out of limits, and I can give you even the declination degree. August, no, July. So on the 21st, no, on the 5th of July, the moon is 28 degrees 20 minutes above the ecliptic. So it is about 5 degrees more than the farthest the sun goes above the ecliptic. So this is a moon that will be acting out of limits, meaning in a way that it could be surprising, unexpected. It could be circumstances or an event or a situation that it's really something surprising, something that we have a hard time dealing with. So I think that's enough to say about the moon. And it's also wide conjuncting Venus, which in this case, I don't see as that important, but if you would like to consider, look what Venus rules in your chart. It will be a very touchy-feely new moon due to the fact that it is close to Venus. But you need to consider what are the houses the Venus rules. Remember, it rules Taurus and it rules Libra. So here we have a moon. First of all, it is square the nodal axis. Her nodes, she is squaring her nodes. So you see here that you see red lines in a grand cross, and I'm going to talk about every one of these points. One of them is the north node, and the other one the south node in Libra. So we have a moon that is what is called at the bends, and it is per se squaring the eclipses that happen during this Aries Libra season. And most especially, this moon has squared a few hours early. In fact, 6 hours early. It squared perfectly the nodes at I'll tell you here, at 10 degrees exactly, it has squared the nodes 6 hours earlier. So Central Time, it would be 11 a.m. And the sun has squared the nodes at 11 degrees, depending on the software, right? You see here that the nodes are at 10. They have been at 11 before, because obviously the nodes go retrograde all the time, most of the time, right? But I use the true nodes. And in this case, the sun has squared the nodes at 11 degrees on the 2nd of July. So we can say that this is a critical new moon because it's the middle of the between the previous eclipse season and the next one is right in the middle. So we are entering from now on the spectrum of the next eclipse season, which is September and October. And let me tell you that in the month of October, I'm looking at the chart here, October the 2nd, we will have a solar eclipse at 10 degrees, 4 minutes of Libra. So the very degree where the moon here in this new moon, 6 hours early, has a perfectly square the nodes. So the 10 degree, it will be crucial because this moon is already squaring the degree of the next solar eclipse, October the 2nd, and it's happening Central Time at 1:49 p.m. Well, that time is not that important because, as I said, everything in astrology, in the sky, everything is in the present. The time and the flow of time is just an illusion of our mind, our human mind, but everything is present. Imagine a crystal ball that is completely transparent. And if you stand right in the middle of the sphere, then you will see everything at the same time. And that, to me, is a representation of time. Time is just an illusion for us, and everything is present. So the next eclipse is present, the past eclipse is present, this new moon obviously is present. Everything is present at the same time. So we need to consider that. The next point, I already talked about the new moon and its location, degree, sign, decan. I already talked about the out of limits and the square. Now we're going to talk about the Grand Cross that is making, because it's exactly by 3 minutes of arc opposite to Ceres. And I refer to let me share this the cover of this book that I'm going to read an excerpt to you. Is called Asteroids, Goddesses, and I'm going to read for you. So the name of the book is Asteroid Goddesses, The Mythology, Psychology, and Astrology of the Re-Emerging Feminine by Demetria George with Douglas Block. And it says about Ceres Sun aspects. On the stressful aspects, it points to potential conflicts between being one's own person and taking care of others. So this can lead to self-sacrifice for the benefit of family, or the denial of intimacy and closeness with loved ones. Excessive attachment can produce smothering relationships or separation and loss. Other problems may include a low self-esteem, the thwarting of one's nurturing needs, or reoccurring themes of depression and rejection. And it also writes about the resolution of these challenges. Those lies in developing a positive sense of self-worth so that one may extend and receive loving, non-judgmental support. And she says counseling and therapy can clearly facilitate this process. So we have the Sun opposite Ceres, and these are the aspect, the influences that we may need to sacrifice something from ourselves, our identity, our ambitions, in ourself, right? For the benefit of the family. And we are with Cancer in the family sign of Cancer. So Then I'm going to read to you the excerpt for the series Moon aspects. On stressful aspects point to the conflict between meeting one's own personal needs and those of the family. It's almost similar, right? Other problems that may arise are separation, anxieties, fear of rejection, and feelings of isolation. This denial of emotional fulfillment can be healed if the individual becomes sensitive to the emotional needs of others and strives to forge an emotionally bond bridge with them, which is mutually supportive. So you will probably find yourself in a place of having to decide if you will attend your needs, if you will um, sacrifice them for others, if you in looking for an integration in the family. So that's about the series opposition. Now, that is about series. Now, I'm going to say a few words about the South Node conjuncting the Black Moon Lilith, because this Black Moon in Libra means feelings of isolation, alienation, because the need or the tendency to criticize to others, not tolerating imperfections, looking for perfection, and then feeling isolated due to that. So, in any case, having this new moon going from the north node towards the south node indicates that we need to leave behind this need or tendency to isolate ourselves and go for the north node in Aries. So wherever house where this north node in Aries is located in your chart will be important to consider that you are striving for this. If it is your sixth house, it will be health. If it in work or your pets, right? Depending on which house, if it is your fourth house, then you need to focus on the family. Right, so you need to look at the houses, and if you don't know about much of many details about astrology, I advise you to consult your favorite astrologer, because this new moon will be crucial in everybody's life. It will be a very important moment of making a decision, going somewhere where it's not clear yet. But astrology can make it clearer. Remember that pretty soon, mid of July, the Ides of July, 15 exactly, we will have this Mars conjunct Uranus at 26 degrees of Taurus. Very, very, very explosive, very cutting. It will be a cutting of something that is no longer needed in your life, and it will be a point of no return, right? It's a new cycle, Mars, Uranus, and they always bring explosive surprises, things that are cut out of our life. Remember, they are at the same degree of the fixed star Algol, which is actually cutting something, especially the symbol is the cut of the head off. So meaning that something important, right? Something very essential is cut out of our life. So as I said, don't hesitate to order your personal consultation with the astrologer. You will receive a very high quality interpretation. So you have here my data, my email where you can contact me. And as I said in my blog, satsang@astrology.blogspot.com, you can read all about my offerings. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.